This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube, and this is the Sports Final with Steve Baxley, brought to you by the L2C Media Network. Tonight, it was the night of the Dolphins as they chewed the Jaguars. It's the final countdown to the MLB playoffs. Well, it's one playoff. And do the Lakers do it, or do we go on again? All that and a lot more. This is a late Thursday, early Friday edition of the Sports Final. And here's your host, the Baxman, Steve Baxley. Hi, hello, and unlike yesterday, we're all woke up. Welcome to this nautically nutty broadcast. There we go. How nutty and how nautical? Well, we're not going to drown. We will go down with the sports ship as we can. In fact, why don't we sail these seas, and maybe we won't spot some dolphins with water bombs on them. I have no idea. I don't know where I went with that, but can savez-vous? Okay, folks, leave us to begin the bagoon, and let's just do some headlines, give them all the details, and make everything look so lovely. Yes. By the way, big hello. And I'm going to wear my hat for this to Audrey Dahlgren and the crew over there at Six Sports. And I say a good hello to them because they deserve it. We follow them. I also want to say good job to I got to tell you, I know people, you are just gonna hate this, but hey, I just love Comicsgate because that is what's saving the comic book industry. They are some great folks there. And I just want to say one thing. Mandy Summers, Wart the Wizard, continues to be my bedtime story. And there you go. There's Wart the Wizard. And a couple of weeks ago, got another one. Yep. Rocket Go and the Mole Man of Mars. There you go. That I will say this is going to be fun. One of these days somebody's going to do a comic strip on you. There you go. Hey. Hey. There you go. There you go. There's Uno. I told you I'd get you on camera one of these days. Okay, before we go to the sports, I got to do this because, frankly, shoot. Come here. Come here, Goofy. Hey. Come here. Come on. Nah. Come on. Just want you up here. Come on. Anyway. Oh, boy. Anyway. What can I say except we're just doing what we can here, kids, and I love my kitty. I love that cat. Hey. Anyway, how you doing? Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Okay, well. Hi. Hey. Now she's eating. Okay, I'll get her up here. Don't you worry about it. But we've already gone 5 minutes. Thus ended the monologue. Let's get to the sports, shall we? Here we go with a little bit of sports. Let's go to the headlines and everything else there is. And today we are happy as peacocks because not only is the Big Ten back, but their buddies at the Pac-12 season group on Thursday unanimously voted to allow the conference to sports. The Pac-12 will play a 7-game season beginning Friday, November 6th. Oh, what a happy Thanksgiving that'll be. What an early Christmas gift. With the Pac-12 championship game, scheduled for Friday, December 18th. Fans, of course, not permitted to attend the games due to their COVID virus. Though the Pac-12 announced earlier this month that it will be able to conduct daily return-to-play process, including state and local health restrictions that have created issues for programs hoping to begin working out and practicing. In addition to the daily COVID-19 antigen testing that programs will be administering, each athlete will be required to pass weekly PCR tests. Any positives determined by an antigen test will be confirmed by a more accurate PCR test. Larry Scott, the Pac-12 commissioner, said, "From the beginning of this crisis, our focus has been on following the science, data, and counsel of our public health and infectious disease experts. Our agreement with Quidel to provide daily rapid results testing has been a game changer in enabling us to move forward with confidence that we can create a safe environment for our student athletes while giving them the opportunity to pursue their dreams. At the same time, we will continue to monitor health conditions and data and be ready to adjust as required in the name of health for all." Yay! Now, is there some other news we can do for you? Yes, there is. By the way, we're on till 1 because everything else ended at midnight. Don't you just love things going the right way, Bubbles? I know I do. And not only is the Pac-12 coming back, but do I love to bring out the love thing here for all musicians, the kazoo. That's right, the kazoo. The next musical instrument of love. The Mountain West, or for those of you somewhere in the South, the Mountain West, has approved a return to play that will see the league take the field for college football games beginning October 24th. It will also play an 8-game conference-only schedule with a league championship game on December 19th. Now, while the schedule structure mimics what the Big Ten approved for its return to play, the Mountain West decision comes on the heels of the Pac-12 blessing a return to play on Thursday. The Pac-12 and Mountain West are comprised of teams from many of the same states. Standing in the way of the Mountain West return to play was an agreed-upon COVID-19 testing protocol. Now, the plan from the conference's medical advisory board includes COVID-19 testing 3 times a day, a source told CBS's Sports Dennis Dodd. Now, the board was sifting through options, including whether to use 3 antigen tests per week or 2 antigen tests and 1 PCR test. Neither is 100% effective, but the layering and frequency of tests is sought to make play safer for participants. It is not known yet just what the option the Mountain West has chosen. So guess what? Guess what, Kitty? Ain't you glad? Good. So am I. So is everybody else in the free world that's got a contract with everybody else in the football world. Okay, let's keep going here. And now you're probably asking a big question. What about the bowl eligibility question? Well, I'm glad to answer that quid not, if I may. So here we go. The NC2A Division One Football Oversight Committee on the blessed day of Thursday recommended the removal of normal requirements that teams must meet in order to become bowl eligible. This would apply, however, only to the 2020-2021 football season. College football teams must compete let's try that again. College football teams must complete the regular season with a record of 500 or better. That means they gotta be requirement be waived. Bye-bye for one season. It'll be back next season. As scheduled. That's right. Waive the requirement this season. Schedules have been shortened, and some teams may be unable to play in the postseason amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, football team let's try that reading again. Shakespeare wrote this. A football team meeting the mandatory minimum academic progress rate, or APR score, will be the only determining factor in whether it is eligible for a bowl game this season, according to the committee's recommendations. The NC2A Division I Council will have the final, as it needs to approve the recommended season in this unprecedented time, will provide some certainty moving forward, West Virginia Athletic Director and Football Oversight Committee Chair Shane Lyons said in a statement. These are important postseason opportunities for our student athletes, and this will help everyone to prepare, end quote. Football Association Executive Director Nick Caparelli also signaled his approval for the measure in the NC2A statement. Quote, the Football Association appreciates the efforts of the Division I Football Oversight Committee in recognizing the need for maximum flexibility this bowl season. I happen to agree with them. There are still 41 ball games scheduled for the end of the 2020 season as of last month, even when just 76 teams were scheduled to participate in the 2020 season. Now, even with the Pac-12 and Big Ten now scheduled to play this year, filling all the ball games with about Mendoza line or 500 teams, 500 percentage teams, would have been likely impossible. Some teams with 5 and 7 records have been admitted to bowl games in the past, but they were chosen in order of who had the highest multi-year score in the APR. Likewise, programs that fall below a certain APR threshold can receive postseason bans. That rule will remain in place under Thursday's proposal. So get ready, get set, go man, go. And get ready for the big football franchise now. Don't you just love it? Okay, let's keep going. Now, a lot of teams who have played New York have had their injuries because of the turf that some 49er players have called. Well, guess what? MetLife Stadium, the NFL did a little investigation. It's safe. That's right, San Francisco 49ers definitely don't sound too excited about playing on the turf at MetLife Stadium for the second straight week on Sunday, but they don't have a choice, and that's because both the NFL and its Players Association have approved the playing surface. A league source told Jonathan Jones of CBSSports.com that the turf has been deemed good to go. Following an investigation by both the NFL, anyone can show me where a rash of injuries is or what it is. I'll be happy. Didn't know a rash could be an injury. At MetLife Stadium on Sunday, during the 31-13 win over the Jets, 49ers saw several key players go down, including Jimmy Garoppolo. It's Jets, one 49er player, Eric Armstead, flat out blamed the trash turf for all the team's injury. And he tweeted it this way. Yes, and on New Year's Eve, it'll be wrecked. Trust us. We'll take care of 2020 like it's never been taken care of before. Almost like last year, only a little bit bigger. Although Armstead was blunt with his assessment, other members of the organization were a bit more, shall we say, a little diplomatic. Yes. 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan didn't blame the turf, but he did hint that he thought it might have been an issue. Quote, that says many knee injuries and ankle stuff and people getting caught on the turf as I've ever been a part of. I know our players talked about it the entire game, just how sticky the turf was. Unfortunately, it's a place we got to go back to next week. Stadium for a second straight week as he'll be the visiting team against the Giants on Sunday. Rah! The turf at MetLife Stadium was certified as playable by an independent field inspector. I wonder if his last name was Clouseau. Is this weird? She is fine. I did not see anything. Kato, take this sample and roll it, please. Send it to the two people, this Cheech and Chong. Dr. Cheech and Dr. Strong. They wanted a sample of the grass. I don't know why. They wanted it to roll up, but duty. The turf of the stadium was just installed this offseason, which means the first game played on it came in game 1 when the Giants hosted the Steelers. No kidding. So far, a total 4 teams have played on the surface, and the 49ers are the only ones that haven't had an issue with it. 49ers possibly wearing cleats that didn't mesh well with the surface, and that's something that Shanahan was actually asked about this week. Now, based on what the 49ers players have said, new turf can be sticky. And since this was just the second game for the new surface, that's a likely explanation for why they had so many issues. Now, with the NFL now approving the surface, that means 49ers are going to have to deal with the turf on Sunday, whether they like it or not. So there you see. All right, let's keep going on the slow boat to China. And everything else therein happened in sports. And, oh joy, oh Raptor, the man that now has the keys to the kingdom. The New York Mets are in the process of being sold, and once that sale becomes blessed by baseball billionaires, zillionaires, and a quadrillionaire named Chucky, expect an old friend to take over baseball operations at Citi Field. There's an agreement for the Wilpon family to sell the team to Steve Cohen. The deal is awaiting approval of the Major League Baseball owners and will surely happen pretty quickly after the World Series. When the deal does go, if I am fortunate enough to be approved by Major League Baseball as the next owner of this iconic franchise, Sandy Alderson will become president of the New York Mets and will oversee all Mets baseball and business operations. And a team the right way. I am excited to have Sandy in a key leadership role with the Mets if my purchase of the team is approved, end quote. Mets general manager Brodie Van Wagenen released a statement on Cohen's decision to hire Alderson as the Mets team president via Anthony DiComo from MLB.com. I've always had great respect for Sandy, and as I have said before, I look forward to having more conversations with the incoming ownership group as the process unfolds. Want to bet he'll be on his knees going, I want the job. Please, I don't want to go home. I have nothing to do there. Anyway. The 72-year-old Alderson has quite the accomplished career in baseball's front office. He took over as the club head man of the Athletics in 81, held the post through 97. Under him, the A's won 4 division titles, 3 pennants, and 1 World Series title. He was then CEO of the Padres from 2005 to 2009. With the Padres winning the NL West in 2005 and 2006. Alderson then took over the Mets in 2010, building the team that won the 2015 NL pennant and also made the 2016 wildcard game. With how much the Mets have disappointed this season, oh boy, go to Detroit. You want to see disappointment. Oy! The easy conclusion is that Cohen is already firing Van Wagenen in order to bring in his own people. Van Wagenen might be very well shown the door, but hiring Alderson as club president, doesn't mean that's going to happen. It's possible Alderson retains Van Wagenen and tries to work with him. Of course, it's also possible Anderson hires a new GM and, relatively speaking, starts over. It's also possible Alderson knows how to make a diamond out of coal. Stay tuned. This one is interesting. Yes, excellent. It's 23 minutes past the hour of midnight, and we are we're just getting started. Shall we give you the biggest joy, biggest fun, biggest love of everyone? That's right. It's time we give you the Thursday night quarterback. That's right. It was week number 2, although it says week 3, but week 2 for the NFL's Thursday night baseball, folks, before Fox, I think, takes over on week 5. I have no idea, but it's going to be fun. So here we go. Here we are. Let's get you to that lovely little thing we call a game tonight, which is pretty much in the bag. It was the night of the Dolphin, and the Dolphins feast on some Jaguars. Oh, I am so sorry. How much did they feast? I'm going to tell you. They did, by Godfrey. They walloped. They devoured. They weren't dolphins. They were dolphin sharks. Let's get you to the full Monty here. Ryan Fitzpatrick handled the Jacksonville Jaguars as well as anyone in the National Football League, and it doesn't matter which uniform the quarterback was wearing either. Fitzpatrick accounted for 3 touchdowns and led Miami to a 31-13 victory Thursday night, becoming the first NFL quarterback to notch 6 wins over the same opponent with 6 teams. Let's give you the Raven resultage, shall we? Shall we? Yes, let's give you the Raven results and go for the full Montague here. Okay, time for the full Montague. You're hearing my cat chew supper, which isn't bad. I bought Rachel Ray cat food. Okay, let's go to it. Miami kicked it off on the first quarter. Fitzpatrick passed short middle to Williams for 3 yards, a touchdown. Sanders' extra point was good. 12 plays, 84 yards, 6:51. Time of possession was 7-0. The Dolphins were floating. And that wasn't all. Howard up the middle for 1 yard, touchdown. Sanders' extra point was good. And in 6 plays, 60 yards, 3:17. The time of possession. After the first quarter, Miami, away they went, 14-0. But Jaguars came roaring back as good as they can. Robinson for the Jaguars up the middle for 11-yard touchdown. Wright was right with the extra point. 9 plays, 75 yards, 4:33. Time of possession. Jaguars cut the lead in half, 7-14, but the Miami came back. Please. Fitzpatrick passed short right to Gesicki for 15 yards and a touchdown. Sanders' extra point, good. 11 plays, 70 yards, 7:06. Time possession. It was a 21-7 game at the half, and the Dolphins, they weren't over yet. Fitzpatrick, third quarter, started up the middle for a 1-yard touchdown run. Sanders' extra point was on the spot. 4 plays, 2 yards, 2:03. Time possession. Third quarter came to an end, 28-7, Dolphins. Fourth quarter, the Jaguars started to come back. Robinson up the middle for a 1-yard touchdown. The extra point by Wright with left center. And it was a 28-13 Miami lead. And Miami put a little spot on it when Sanders hit a 30-yard field goal. It was good. 4 plays, 2 yards, 58 seconds. That's all they needed. The Dolphins win 31-13. Yahoo! Don't you believe it? Yahoo! That's right, 31-13. Dolphins over the Jaguars. What a time to be alive. Yes, sirree. Miami Dolphins 1-2. Jaguars are now 1-2. Huh? I will get the stuff right. And shortly. Oh, baseball booble. So let's get to it. It's 12:28, but before we do that, we must do some patapalapas. In other words, it's time for us to let you know that, yes, friends, Nick Rekieta is back in business tonight with one hell of a great stream on live like he's never gabbed before. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full, sir. What is he going to talk about tonight? Well, he's got a humongoid guest. Yes, a humongoid guest. And can we pop up the guest? Lordy, 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 on the street, lordy, keep them lordies going right. All right, let's get to it. It's 12:30. We got a half hour left. There we are. Thank you, Bruno. Here we go. Tonight, the encyclopedia, let's try that again. Tonight, Easy Peasy joins to discuss the Encyclopedia Dramatica lawsuit and a lot more. You just got to go to Rekieta Law channel here on YouTube. Check it out. It's good. It's something. It is. That's right. And we do that. Now, guess what? We do the scoreboard. Not yet. But we do the MLB scores. That's right. And we are in the bottom of the 9th inning, and we're going to just call it here. Dodgers beat the Athletics 5-1, 5-8-0 for the Dodgers, 1-3-0 for the Athletics. We'll get to the players of the game and the winner and loser and probably the savior of the game as well. But we got more to do. Let's go to it. The Pirates over the Cubs. They even blanked them. Yes, they did. 7-love. Pirates over the Cubs, 7-14-0 for the Pirates, 0-2-1 for the Cubbies. Cole got the win for the Pirates. He's 2-3. Mills gets a loss for the Cubs. He's 5-5. Moran, the designated hitter for the Pirates, went 3 for 3. Got 2 runs, a homer, a double, an RBI, and a walk. And Cole, the Pittsburgh pitcher, pitched 7 full, gave up only 2 hits. That's right, 2 hits. Got gave up no earned runs. Got 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. Would you like to hear some more scores? I know you would. Rockies barely snuggled out of the Giants' grasp, 5-4 in 11 innings, 5-13-0 for the Rocks, 4-10-0 for the Giants. The ball of baseball won for the Rockies. He's 4-2. Cahill lost to the Giants 1-2. Diaz got his 4th save for the Rocks. Speaking of the Bard, he pitched 2 2/3, gave up a hit, no earned runs, got a strikeout and walks. Gausman, the San Francisco pitcher, pitched 6 full, gave up 8 hits, 2 earned runs, got 9 strikeouts and 1 walk. Mets finally put the Nationals out of their misery. Hey, they still got Baby Shark and a World Series trophy and a bunch of rings to remember this year by. 3-2 final score, 3-12-0 for the Mets, 2-6-1 for the Nats. Peterson gets a win for the Mets, he is 6-2. Corbin gets a loss for the Nats. He's 2-7, and Diaz got his 6th save. Chirinos, the New York Mets catcher, went for he went 2-4, got a run, a homer, and 3 ribs. Peterson, the Mets pitcher, went 7 full, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, got 4 strikeouts, and a walk. Indians over the White Sox, 5-4, 5-10-0 for the Indians, 4-4-0 for the White Sox. Hill got the win for the Indians. He's 2-0. Rodon, Butterfly, the loss. He's 0-2. And I missed you. Got his 15th save. Kuchel, The White Sox pitcher went 6 full, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, got 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Blizak, the Cleveland pitcher, got 6 and 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 earned runs, got 7 strikeouts and 2 walks, but they still won. And by the way, the Blue Jays clinch. We'll give you updates coming up. And speaking of the Blue Jays, hey, it's a party in the Blue Jays. Although in Buffalo, Blue Jays beat the Yankees 4-1 and clinched a little spot in the old playoffs. Blue Jays 4-10-0, Yanks 1-7-0. Got the win for the Jays. He's 5-2. Montgomery got the loss for the Yanks. He's 2-3. And Dulles got his 5th save. Dulles pitched 1 1/3 innings, gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, got 3 strikeouts, and no walks. The trial pitcher went 7 full, gave up 5 hits, no earned runs, got 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. Marlins beat up the Braves 4-2, 4-9-0 for the Marlins. 2-6-4 for the Braves. Lopez got the win for the Marlins. 6-4 is his record. Anderson got the loss for the Braves. He's 3-2, and Kinsler got his 11th save for the Marlins. In fact, Kinsler pitched 2 full innings, gave up 1 hit, no earned run. Got 3 strikeouts and 1 walk in the deal. Meanwhile, Lopez, Miami pitcher, went 5 full, gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, got 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. Orioles beat the Bo Sox. Yes, right. The Orioles beat the Boston Red Sox 13-1. Showed them no mercy. 13-18-3 for the Orioles, 1-7-0 for the Red Sox. Cobb got the win for the Orioles. He's 2-5. Perez got the loss of the Red Sox. He's 3-5. Cobb went 7 full innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Hayes, the Baltimore right fielder. Oh, he did good. He went 3 for 5. 3 runs, homer, double, and an RBI. And the Kansas City Royals beat the Tigers 8-7. Afterwards, Matt Patricia was quoted as saying, "Man, I hate to be the manager of this lousy team." Then he went back to work and saw, "Shit, I'm the coach of the Lions. Have pity on them." Royals beat the Tigers 8-7, 8-11-0 for the Royals, 7-14-0 for the Tigers. Hahn soloed into his first win with the Royals. See how I went there? Alexander got the loss for the Tigers. He's 2-3, and Newberry found his thrill. Got his first save for the Royals on Newberry Hill. Mondesi for Kansas City, the shortstop, went 4 for 4, 2 runs, 2 ribs. Castro, the Detroit shortstop, went 3 for 5, 3 runs, a homer, and 3 RBI balls.
Look at out the window there. There's light. Look at those.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for interrupting the live show.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Astros beat up the Rangers 12-4. 12-15-1 for the Stros, 4-8-1 for the Rangers. Javier got the victory. He's 5-2. Lynn got the loss for the Rangers. He's 6-3. Bregman, the Houston third baseman, went 3 for 5, 2 runs, a home run, double, triple, and 3 RBIs. Hey! Javier for Houston, the pitcher, went 5 2/3, gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, got 6 strikeouts, and 1 cheesy walk. Cardinals over the Brewers, 4-2, 4-10-0 for the Cards, 2-9-1 for the Brews. Kim with the win is 3-0 for the Cards. Burns got the loss for the Brewers. He's 4-1. Miller got his 4th save. Carlson for St. Louis, right fielder, went 2 for 4, got a run. Got a home run, got a double, and 3 RBIs. Kim for St. Louis, the pitcher, went 5 full innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walkies. Brief little comical for those of you in Michigan, or even not, if you want to see the best sports on a Friday night full of high school sports and everything that happen around the mid-Michigan area. Friday night, 11:15 on WLNS TV 6 is your place to be. because that is the home of the fifth quarter. Join sports director Audrey Dahlgren, the awesome Alex Sims, and the Macho and Nick Macho Mantis. Oh, yeah. Let's snap into this Slim Jim. It's 6 Sports, the fifth quarter, following 6 News at 11 at 11:15 Fridays during the high school football and basketball season. It's a lot of sports, so they need a lot of time. There we go. Okay, let's see. Boy, all this has gotten me flummoxed. I wonder why. Anyway, we continue on in our merry little way here, live as always from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk here at the Tom O'Neill Studios. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's go to now what? I put that there so no little visitations can come.
What, window?
The screen is there, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but I also had to put some covering on the space there because we were getting little flying friends that well, there's the window on the floor there. When the window gets fixed, we might be able to do it. Take a looker. What do you see besides broken glass? And only one glass left.
Well, one glass was fine.
Yes, but we also got to place it in the window, and we're going to have help on that because, as you know, I cannot lift more than 20 pounds, more than 10 to 20 pounds.
Somebody in the family.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but I'm thinking strongly of asking the management again to see if they can't send us some people with a little bit of something we like to call expertise. Now, if that's all, I can go back to my sportscast. Thank you. Can't wait to have a wall here that I won't have to worry. Anyway, Sharon Baxley, ladies and gentlemen, my mother and the owner of this little place that we like to call a house, which I like to call the Fred McLeod Sports Desk. Anyway, she comes in, and once in a while we do have to have a little discussionary. Okay, let's get to the NBA. It delays a little bit, but at least we get the job done. All right, let's go to the NBA and let's scab fest on game quattro. Yes, game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. Game 4 was psychotic. I mean, it was truly psychotic. How psychotic? Well, gather around, children, and let me grativate your ear to this. Yep, we're going to recap. Los Angeles Lakers are one victory away from returning to the NBA Finals, and only another comeback from 3-1 down by the Denver Nuggets can stop them. AD Anthony Davis scored 34 points. The King LeBron had 26, and the Lakers beat the Nuggets 114-108 in Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals, carried, of course, on TNT. Davis got the Lakers off to a fast start with his scoring, and James helped them finish it with his defense, forcing Jamal Murray into some late misses after the guard had kept the Nuggets in it with an array of high-difficulty baskets. James added 9 rebounds and 8 assists, and the Lakers had 12 offensive rebounds for a whopping 25-6 advantage in second-chance points. Game 5 is Saturday when the Lakers can reach out and touch the NBA Finals for the first time in a decade. The Nuggets will once again be facing elimination for the 7th time in the bubble, or Bubbly. They were down 3-1 against Utah in the first round and climbed out of the same hole again as the LA Clippers against the LA Clippers in the West semis. But they couldn't come back in this game, getting within 1 point in the opening minute of the fourth quarter, but constantly turned back from there by a key stopper rebound by the Lakers. Lakers have 16 championships. They're one behind Boston for the most in NBA history, but they haven't played for one since winning the most recent title in 2010. The Lakers started Dwight Howard at center, and he had 12 points, 11 rebounds, helping put Nikola Jokic into foul trouble. Murray had 32 points and 8 assists, but Jokic finished with just 16 points and 7 rebounds. Davis scored 27 points in Game 3, but the 6'10 forward acknowledged that his 2-rebound performance was unacceptable. He came out much more aggressively Thursday after Lakers played from behind much of the last game. Now, with an array of short jumpers, Davis made his first 6 shots before anyone else on the Lakers made a basket. Then Howard scored on consecutive follow shots before James followed with his first 2 field goals. Murray kept the Lakers from getting too far away with a 7-for-8 start. He followed his acrobatic layup around James with 2.5 minutes remaining in the half with a pair of free throws that cut it to 4 before the Lakers took a 60-55 edge to the locker room. Nuggets shot 59% in the first half, but the Lakers had an 18-2 advantage in the second chance points department. Lakers seem to be taking control when Rajon Rondo and former Detroit Piston Kentavious Caldwell-Pope combined for a flurry that pushed the lead to 11 with under 4 minutes remaining in the third, but Michael Porter Jr. hit 2 3-pointers late in the period that cut it to an 87-84 game going to the fourth. And by the way, to the Lakers and their fans, you have, again, to thank the Detroit Pistons for giving you the gift of the Pope. Ohm. Final score, Lakers 114, Nuggets 108. We are nearing the end of the TNT part of this basketball game. The wrap-up will come on Saturday, and then it will be ABC's turn to finish things off with the finals, because we all know it's going to be Miami versus the Lakers in the finals. So, folks, get ready for stuffing. It might go all 7 games. Okay. We have done that duty. Now, it is time. Time for what, you may ask? Time to give you a little awful announcing news. On the day when our friends at Scripps bought Ion Media, we'll tell you all about that in the Media Bites. I think we already have this morning. They do have to, of course, sell divest 23 of the Ion stations, and then they'll get the blessing of the FCC, as everyone else has to do. But this is sort of a merger of nets, I do believe. This will be the Ion Media will be, I do believe, the first actual network or pseudo network that is owned by a broadcast company. Scripps Howard will own a bona fide television network. That's right. Even though Ion doesn't have any new shows, they just show reruns of old favorites. So, are you ready? Well, we got some big news for you in Major League Baseball as we begin. Awful Announcing is reporting, and we are vocalizing that, yes, Turner Sports and Major League Baseball are going to be in bed with each other. B and Turner reportedly renewed their agreement on a new deal back in June, but the extension is now official. Announced just before the 2020 Major League Baseball postseason is set to begin. Now, as originally reported, the new rights deal is 7 years, running through the 2028 season. Now, Turner's current contract was set to expire after the 2021 campaign. The new package will include more postseason games than any other network broadcast, and get this, a new Tuesday night national telecast, which will replace TBS's long-running Sunday afternoon coverage, which neither Turner or Major League Baseball were happy with since the broadcast wasn't exclusive and competed with teams' regional telecast. According to the mighty John Orand of Sports Business Journal and Eric Prisbell, the Magnificent, Turner Sports will pay $535 million annually in the new deal. That is a big 65% increase over what they paid per season in its previous agreement, which was $325 million annually. This is what the new deal with Major League Baseball will include from Warner Media's official release, typed by William Shakespeare and spoken by an Englishman with a strange accent. TBS will exclusively televise one league championship series each year of the agreement, alternating between the ALCS and NLCS each season. TBS will have exclusive rights to televise two of the four Major League Baseball division cities, which will alternate between AL and NL each year, featuring the same league as the network's LCS coverage. TBS will carry one wildcard game, which will be consistent with the network's division series and LCS coverage, AL or NL each year. TBS will have a new season-long Tuesday night package with a national game telecast each week, doubling the amount of live regular season games telecasts currently airing on the network. Now, the mention of one wildcard game raises the question of whether or not Major League Baseball will continue its expanded postseason. Blessing. Pizza, but I will not eat that in front of you. The mention of one wildcard game raises the question of whether or not MLB will continue with its expanded postseason with 8 teams in each league and 4 best-of-3 series in the opening round past the 2021 season. I hope they do. But the one wildcard game which TBS has broadcast will presumably be one wildcard series in this new format, as it's expected for the 2020 playoffs. ESPN will televise the remaining opening round matchups. Additionally, Turner's new big old package includes digital TV everywhere rights that will allow broadcasts to be viewed online and through streaming services like Roku. Footage and highlights will also be available on Turner Sports' website and apps such as Bleacher Report. Turner can also produce companion content with its regular season and postseason telecast. Now, the new deal between Turner Sports and Major League Baseball follows up the news that TBS is unveiling a new postseason studio show with Ernie Johnson hosting and former Detroit Tigre Curtis Granderson joining Pedro Martinez and Jimmy Rollins as analysts. There you go. There's a big word, analysisers. Okay, can we continue? Yeah, we'll just do one more and then we're on to the scoreboard, and then it's a big ass good night. That's right. Here we go. Go. Da. All right. I'm waiting. Well, we've already done the Pac-12. Da. You want to do the college? Oh, we'll do that tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Do we have any college basketball or football tonight? Just wondering. Are we going along singing a song by side, noodle by noodle? Well, we got more. Yes, we do. We got more. Okay. I think that's going to do it. Don't forget, we got Stanley Cup Finals tomorrow. It is game number 5, I do believe. Yes, number 5. And it's Tampa Bay going up against Dallas, live from Edmonton bubble or Buble Edmonton. Okay, either way, it's all good. And speaking of all good, guess what? We're at 12:52. You know what that means? Scoreboard time. So let's go to the board and say hi to an artichoke. That's right, folks. It's time to give us a little scoreboard. Before I do, on Twitter and Instagram, we'll have time to say howdy hi, hody ho, tomorrow night at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time because there's no sports tomorrow. So we're safe with a normal show. Wait a minute, no sports tomorrow? That's sad. Well, there might be sports. I know there's baseball. There might be some other sports mobbing around saying, why can't we be given the spotlight? Well, you will tomorrow. Okay, we are just getting ready to wrap things up because we started at midnight. It is now almost 1 o'clock. I got to take my my little pill for big old noche, big old night. And to save time, we'll just do about 5 of the Europa League scores, okay? Okay, folks, here you go. Ararat Armenia defeated Keltislo. No, Kelji. Thank you. 1-0 in extra time after tying it up at Goose Eggs. Coops defeated Sudova 2-0. Pleasant defeated Sonderjik 3-0. And CSKA Sofia defeated B36 Torshevan 3-1. If you want the other scores, again, go to scoreboard.com/EN and you will see all soccer scores from one level. Okay, for hockey in Sweden, Oskarshamn over Bernas 5-2. Obero over HV71 5-4. And after the penalty shots and overtime and extra time and everything else, Farjestad defeated Vaxo 3-2. In Japan baseball, they went to extras. They still couldn't solve it, so the Fukuoka Silverhawks and New York Buffaloes ended in 3-3 tie. Rakuten Golden Eagles defeated the Chibalati Marins by a score of 3-0, 3-8-0 for the Eagles, zip 7-0 for the Marins. Matsui for the Eagles got the win. He's 3-3. Arwashita got the loss for the Marines. He's 5-6. And the Nippon Ham Fighters filleted the Cebu Lions 12-2, 12-20-1 for the Ham Fighters, 2-6-0 for the Lions. Ito gets the loss for the Lions. He's 0-2, and Uehara got the win. He's 1-1. Now let's take you to South Korea. The Doosan Bears over the Samsung Lions, 1-0, 1-1-1. For the Bears, 0-7-3 for the Lions. The Hanwha Eagles over the Lottie Giants, 7-4. 7-15-3 for the Eagles, 4-6-3 for the Giants. The Kiwoom Heroes defeated the SK Wyverns 6-1, 6-9-0 for the Heroes, 1-6-1 for the Wyverns. Kia Tigers over the KT Wiz Swan, 5-3. And the NC Dinos over the LG Twins, 12-8. 12-17-0 for the Dinos, 8-9-1 for the Twins. That, ladies and gentlemen, for want of a better combative world, is it for us. Wait a minute, we got about 4 minutes. You think we can do it? 4 minutes? Okay, sure. Well, actually, they're not. We'll just say it this way, folks. Tomorrow we're going to start off with the hellos and then the rest of sports. So there we go. So everybody, you'll be given the shout out. We'll do the shout outs first thing on tomorrow's show. That way we can all have a great weekend. Thanks, everybody. Thanks to Uno, wherever she is. Thanks to the parental one. Thanks to all of you for watching. Hope it was fun, because it sure was. Thanks, everybody, for being a part of it. Don't forget Ethan Van Shiver's Cyberfrog. We got Super Dead. We've also got the Pirate Queen from Andy Summers. We got a whole lot of stuff. Go to Indiegogo.com and see what's happening in the world of Comicsgate. And please, by all means, back these fine folks. They are breathing new life in an industry that needs it. Until we meet again, I am Steve Baxley. And by the way, we'll meet again tomorrow night at 11:30, unless there's some sporting event that costs us to go late again. But apparently there isn't. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Till then, may all your favorite teams always be winners. Good night. God bless. And take care. And before we hit the farewell, before we hit that farewell, I've got to do it, because if I don't do it, we want to wish well Wyatt Holiday, because his comic, among many that him and others are doing, but he's got a good thing going on. Ardana Legendary Edition. Wyatt Holiday scooping that. Pirate Queen by Mandy Summers. Hail Salad by Camel Moon. Graveyard Shift by John Mallon. Super Dead, of course. And Slaughter Squad by Joseph King. Phantom by Matthew Maggs. It's all good in the hood. Thanks, everybody, for watching the world of comics. I love comics, and I don't know about the rest of the world, but I know what I'm going to be reading tonight as I twaddle off into the land of Nod, and that is very simple. I am going to read, of course, Rocket Girl, or Rocket Gal, and the Mole Men of Mars, as well as read for the 43rd time, of course, my man, Walt the Wizard. Yes, Walt the Wizard, right there. So that's it. We're hanging on to the homestead. We're holding on to the home stretch. This has been a Mystifying Creativity production in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. I am Steve, the Baxman Baxley. Thanks, everybody. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, America, wherever and whomever ye shall are and be. Good night. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's fade this puppy to black.